Armani is perhaps one of the most well-known fashion brands ever. Almost anywhere in the world, you'll find people donning their products. Of course, with great popularity comes a great amount of money. Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to our channel. How much is the Giorgio Armani brand worth? Let's take a look into it. Number 5. The iconic Giorgio Armani. The Giorgio Armani fashion house, made and run by Giorgio Armani, is unarguably one of the titans in the fashion industry due to its high demand and awesome quality of products. It's no lie that the brand is one that exudes luxury. Giorgio Armani is pretty much included in the most sought-after names in the industry. Needless to say, the amount of regular customers the brand has is absurd. But how did this iconic company come into being? Well, it was of course thanks to the man Giorgio Armani himself. Born in 1935 in Italy, he went to medical school for a couple of years before being drafted into the military. During one of his leaves, Armani got himself a job as a window dresser at a department store in the city that is known for its ties to fashion, Milan. This was where Armani learned his craft. He figured that his talents lay in fashion designing. In 1965, Armani decided to work as a designer at a relatively well-known fashion house by the name of Nino Cerruti. That's where he met Sergio Galeotti, along with whom Armani created his iconic brand, which is so popular that it brings in money you wouldn't even be able to fathom. Number 4. The popularity of the brand. Armani's products are a reflection of its founder's sense of aesthetics. Like the company is privately owned by the man, Armani himself is its only shareholder. Having a number of sub-brands under the Armani brand to cater to the needs of different customers, the whole company has become one of the most solid fashion brands in the world. The 3 principles it follows strictly are class, exclusivity, and most importantly, quality. The company has everything related to fashion that one needs: swimwear, perfume, cosmetics, watches, bags, shoes, you name it, and they'll have it. Giorgio Armani is the most expansive in Asia Pacific, along with its several future growing markets for luxury brands. Take China as an example, who are popularizing posh fashion by the day. This means that luxury brands, including Armani, are currently at the top of their game in that market, and obviously that means more money for the company. To put the amount of money companies including Armani are making into perspective, a 2018 study revealed that 33% of the USD 1.4 trillion global luxury market came from customers in China. A big chunk of this capital went to, you guessed it, Armani, who have their hands so deep in the Chinese market that they even have an Emporio Armani outlet right next to Shanghai's The Bund, along with tons of stores all throughout the country. Before we continue, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying it. Also press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. Now let's get back to what we were talking about. Number 3. How expensive is Armani? Being a luxury brand, it makes sense for Armani to be as expensive as most people would think, which is to say that the company's products are right up there when it comes to pricing. The reason behind the high price tag on their items is, well, primarily their brand name. Not only that, any critic will tell you that Armani products are made with the best materials from different countries all across the globe. Armani products start off with prices in the couple of $100 range to well over thousands of dollars. Almost everyone, whether they're actually wealthy or not, are attracted to what Armani has to offer for obvious reasons. All this contributes to the insane amount of revenue the company makes, which, for the most part, leaves most other fashion houses in the dirt. Number 2. How much money is the company making lately? Armani has been doing pretty good for itself in the past couple of years, despite that period of time after the pandemic. The company saw major growth in revenue in 2021, which is continuing to go up and up, even to this day. Mind you, the revenue in 2021 was no less than 2 billion euros. In the words of Giorgio Armani, the remarkable growth achieved in 2021, consolidated by the positive performance in the first half of this year, makes me cautiously optimistic. I'm also increasingly determined to continue my medium to long-term strategic path, staying true to the principles that have always underpinned my creative and business philosophy and applying them to all aspects of our strategy. Number 1. The collective worth of Armani. It may be hard to believe, but the worth of fashion brands at the top of the charts is so staggering that it makes one wonder just what the people behind the company had to do to get there. Armani, being classified as a luxury brand itself, an extremely popular one that, as we've already said a bunch of times, has a net worth that goes well into the billions. The last time we checked, Giorgio Armani is no less than $2 to $3 billion, which is not that surprising considering just how successful the brand Armani is. This brings us to the end of our video. Here was a deep dive into the net worth of the company Giorgio Armani.